Welcome back to RV News, your number one source for breaking updates, deep analysis, and exclusive insights into currency revaluations, with a special focus on the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnamese dong, and all developments in the global financial shift. If you're passionate about staying ahead of the curve, you're in the right place. And today we are bringing you perhaps the biggest news in the history of our channel. This isn't speculation, this isn't rumor, this is happening. The long-awaited Iraqi Dinar RV has been confirmed on live television. Yes, you heard that right. The official announcement was made during a nationally televised broadcast, and the new exchange rate is nothing short of historic, 6.02 per Iraqi dinar. This is the news we've all been waiting for, and it's time to break down exactly what happened, what this means, and what your next steps should be if you're holding IQD. Let's rewind just a little to set the stage. Over the past few months, we've been seeing significant signals from inside Iraq and on the global stage hinting that something big was coming. Central bank activity, legislative developments, new trade agreements, IMF pressure, and major financial infrastructure updates had already set the table for something massive. There were strong whispers that a rate adjustment was imminent, and we've been following these breadcrumbs closely here at RV News. But now, it's no longer just speculation. The Iraqi Prime Minister, standing alongside the central bank governor, went live on national TV and made it official. They declared that, effective immediately, the Iraqi dinar has been revalued to an international rate of $6.02 USD per 1 IQD. The entire broadcast was simulcast across several regional networks and was later picked up by international outlets. It's official, it's real, it's on record. The announcement began with a reflection on Iraq's journey over the past 2 decades, from the chaos of war through rebuilding and restructuring to the major oil and gas investments that have poured into the country since 2020. The Prime Minister emphasized that Iraq is no longer a country struggling to find its footing, but a rising economic power in the region. They cited stability in oil production, budget surpluses, increasing foreign reserves, and structural reforms as the foundation of this decision. The central bank governor then took the podium and stated, "Today marks a new era for Iraq. After consultation with international financial institutions, after years of preparation, and with the full backing of our economic allies, we hereby declare the official revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. The new exchange rate, effective immediately, is $6.02 per dinar." Let that sink in. This is not the old rate of 1/200 IQD to the dollar. This isn't even the rumored $1. This is a bold leap to $6.02, a value that reflects Iraq's rich oil reserves, new trade alliances, and restructured financial systems. Immediately after the announcement, online Forex platforms started updating their tickers. By the time the news hit mainstream media in the West, the rate was already live on several currency exchange websites. Banks across the Gulf states, parts of Europe, and Asia began implementing the new rate within hours. For many who have held onto the Iraqi dinar for years, believing in its potential, this moment is the validation of their patience and persistence. What's especially striking is the confidence with which the announcement was made. There was no hedging, no vague timelines, no conditions. The central bank made it clear this is permanent, it is supported by real assets, and it is backed by new bilateral trade agreements, most notably with China, Russia, India, and the UAE. There are even talks of Iraq joining BRICS Plus with a gold-backed currency basket, which could further solidify the long-term sustainability of this valuation. The oil for currency deals that Iraq recently finalized are now seen in a whole new light. By leveraging their energy exports directly for hard currency and bypassing the traditional petrodollar system, Iraq has gained the leverage to support this valuation long-term. Let's talk numbers. If you're holding, say, 1 million IQD, which was purchasable for around $800 to $1,200 at various times over the past decade, that is now worth over $6 million. Even smaller holdings of 100,000 IQD now carry a value of $602,000. It's no exaggeration to say that this revaluation will create thousands of overnight millionaires. But with this windfall comes a crucial need for strategy, awareness, and planning. First things first, If you're holding physical IQD, you'll want to make sure it's authenticated. Counterfeit notes will become a bigger concern now that the stakes are higher. Use a certified currency dealer or financial institution to verify your holdings before you attempt to exchange. Next, you'll need to locate an institution that is honoring the new exchange rate. While many banks internationally will begin rolling this out over the coming days, some may take longer to implement or may apply restrictions. Check with your bank or consider working through a reputable currency exchange platform. It's also essential to speak with a financial advisor or tax professional before making any big decisions. Remember, sudden wealth can be just as challenging to manage as financial hardship. Be smart. Protect your gains. Consider setting up trusts, exploring investment vehicles, or using wealth management tools to ensure this blessing becomes a legacy for you and your family. There's another layer to all of this: geopolitical implications. With the dinar now worth more than the USD on a one-to-one basis, the global balance of economic power is shifting. Iraq's revaluation is being seen as part of a larger trend, away from Western-controlled financial systems toward a multipolar currency world. This could have major consequences for the US dollar, especially if more oil-producing nations follow suit. It's no coincidence that just days before the RV announcement, high-level delegations from Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey were seen in Baghdad. They weren't just there for diplomacy. They were laying the groundwork for what we're witnessing now, the dawn of a new financial era. Let's also address the skeptics. Some have long argued that the dinar would never revalue significantly, citing past failures, corruption, and lack of infrastructure. But the reality is that Iraq has made monumental strides, quietly but powerfully. They've modernized their banking sector. They've audited their reserves. They've implemented anti-corruption measures, passed essential financial legislation, and aligned with major international standards. The revaluation is not a miracle. It's the result of 15 years of groundwork finally coming to fruition. And for those of us who stayed informed, stayed patient, and stayed hopeful, this is our moment. I want to speak directly to our loyal viewers, now those who've followed RV News for months, even years. You've seen the updates, the interviews, the deep dives into central bank memos, government leaks, and insider reports. You've witnessed the ups and downs, but you believed. And now, that belief has been rewarded. This isn't just another video. This is history in real time. So what should you do right now? First, don't panic. The rate is not going anywhere. Take your time to assess your options. Start by verifying your currency, researching your exchange options, and getting professional advice. Then consider your long-term vision. This wealth transfer is an opportunity not just to change your life, but to contribute to your community. Invest in causes you believe in and build generational wealth. Also, be prepared for media backlash. Mainstream outlets will likely downplay or distort this event, especially in the West, where this revaluation threatens the dominance of the USD. They may call it a bubble, a glitch, or unsustainable. But the truth is already visible in the numbers, the markets, and the policy shifts. Iraq has emerged as a financially sovereign nation with the backing of energy, gold, and strategic partnerships. This is not a short-term spike. It's the beginning of a new chapter. We're also seeing early signs that this move could trigger a domino effect across other currencies. The Vietnamese dong, long rumored to follow the dinar, is reportedly under review for revaluation as well. The Central Bank of Vietnam has already issued a statement indicating that they are monitoring regional developments and may adjust their policy accordingly. If this happens, we could be entering a new era where undervalued currencies across Asia and the Middle East begin to rise, leveling the global economic playing field. Before we close, I want to reiterate the importance of community during this moment. The dinar community has often been mocked, misunderstood, and ignored. But today we stand vindicated. Let's use this moment to support one another, share information, help others navigate the process, and let's stay vigilant, because the road ahead will still require wisdom, discipline, and unity. In conclusion, the Iraqi Dinar Revaluation has officially happened. The exchange rate is $6.02, confirmed on live TV, and being implemented across global banking systems as we speak. This is your time. Be smart. Be strategic, and most of all, be grateful. History has been made, and you were a part of it. Thank you for watching RV News. If you found this information valuable,